And I think we are live. We are live at the moment. Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. How is your February? Well, it's been a month since I did my last live series, and now I'm doing live again here in February. So um, I hope in the future we can do this like every month, and that I can talk to you guys once in a month and interact with you once in a month. And it's been a great pleasure to be your host today. My name is CK, if you don't know me, and my channel is Seekology, where I bring my viewers around the world to eat, see, and explore. And today, this morning, I am actually at Bangkok again. So I did my first live stream in Bangkok, and well and behold, I am back in Bangkok again, and I'm doing live now in my hotel room here in Bangkok. Which hotel room? What am I doing here? Well, I did a Yawarat video in January, shot it in January. It's out now, and I was showcasing my favorite food in Yawarat, in Chinatown. So I shot that video, and that video was pretty well received actually. And as soon as I finished shooting, I was literally editing my video of Yawarat, and long and behold, I was like, "Oh, you know what? I really need to get back to Bangkok." And that's where I am right now, back in Bangkok. So I wanted to show you the video I was talking about in Bangkok. And here's the video, which is Yawarat, that I did in Bangkok. And as I said, as soon as I finished shooting and I was editing it, and I edit all my videos myself. This really is a one man show. So I've edited, and I was like, "Oh, I need to go back to Bangkok." And pop, here I am back in Bangkok in February. The weather today in Bangkok is fabulous. It's blue sky. It's a very cool morning. I just went to shoot my last location, a breakfast place with steamed banana. Believe it or not, steamed banana for my breakfast. I just came back to do this live streaming. And that video will be out. This video that I'm currently shooting should be out in end of March. So stay tuned for that. I know, I know. I think Bangkok is really like the foodie capital of the world. I mean, many YouTubers practically made their careers by just shooting food as their subject alone here in Bangkok. And then I shot the Ai Tam in Penang. So that's my home state of Penang. And I went back to Penang for Chinese New Year. And I shot all my favorite food in Ai Tam in Penang. Ai Tam is a town that is about 6 kilometer inland west of Georgetown. So it's about 6 kilometers, about 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes drive, really, from Georgetown. And really is a uh, um, um, very small town, community like place in Iredam, which they are famous for. Of course, one of the largest temple in Southeast Asia, Keloksi, is situated there. Go and watch that video. I really, really enjoy shooting that video because all the food stall were just practically next to each other. So I had to start eating from the beginning of the street and then go down my way to the end of the street, and that was Iredam. And then I published my long-awaited video for Phang. Phang is a province in southern Thailand, north of Phuket. So everybody knows Phuket very, very well. There's an international airport there. It's really one of the most popular destinations in the world. But for many who does not know, the north of Phuket, which is in the mainland of Thailand, you cross a bridge called Saraksin Bridge, and then you are in the province of Phangan. And to be honest, most of the attractions in Phangan are just stunning. Stunning waterfall, stunning places for snorkeling. I went snorkeling in Surin Island, and I went to visit the fabulous Kaulak village, which was, of course, devastated by the tsunami, the Asian tsunami of 2006, and I talked about the story there in the video. So those were the videos that I have done so far after our first live streaming. So I hope to do this once a month so I can interact with you all. Again, welcome to my channel. My name is CK and my channel is Psychology, and I'm doing a live stream for February. I did a live stream in February, in January, and I actually, to be honest, I really enjoyed that. I had first time I had my first interaction with my subscriber, my followers, my fans, and they responded. And back in January, our topic was how to plan for 2024. I know I'm super excited about 2024. I think 2024 is going to be another great year for traveling, especially for all of us who, basically was devastated by the pandemic. It was a time that I can't believe that we went through a period of time where nobody can go anywhere. But now, of course, we've been traveling for a year, and I've got great plans for 2022, and I want to share with you all. Now, I have first news that I wanted to share with you is, of course, about food. Now, bakute, this is a very, very popular food in Malaysia. Bakute finally has been declared a national heritage food here in Malaysia. Now, I know a lot of people know Malaysia as like nasi lemak. We're famous for our nasi lemak curries. But bakute, because I guess it's a non-halal food, it took a long time for the people to recognize this food. Besides heritage food, we have actually quite surprises me. So heritage food we have include golok mie, burasak, nasi ambeng, dodo kukus tahi minyak, kue genggang, kue lapis, kue karas, upap, uthapam, jeruk tuhau, and air katira. So most of them are Malay food, which I'm glad they're there. But finally, bakute has now been declared as a national food. So this is a herbal. For those of you who don't know what bakute is, I am so addicted to bakute. Seriously, I had to have it like once every week back then, but of course, as I age, I can't have it like every week now. But whenever I am in Malaysia and whenever I go back to Malaysia after a long overseas trip, it really is the one and only thing that I wanted to eat. So bakute is like a herbal food. It's like a herbal food for it's like a pork herbal food. Sorry, I didn't share that screen. I should have shared it earlier. So here you go. The bakute has been declared as national heritage food. The others are golok mie, burasak, nasi ambeng. Nasi ambeng I really really like, and golok mie, one of my favorite food to eat. So the herbal pork dish bakute is originated in Port Klang, or the city of Klang. Now, Klang or Port Klang is about, say, 45 minutes drive from Kuala Lumpur. It is recognized, and I dare to say that because when I was shooting in Klang, I joined kind of like a heritage walk group thingy, and they actually told me that the birthplace of Bakute is in Klang. In fact, it is in Klang. I am sorry to all the Singaporean. It is made in Malaysia. The dish was. I actually went to the original place where they serve bakute, and the shop that is there. So you can look it up in my video. And this herbal pork dish was once served to the working class people. So it's actually all the parts of the pork that people don't want. So they used it and they make it into a herbal pork dish, and it is now recognized as among the 10 food items by the Heritage Commissioner Muda Bahadin. So this person, Muda Bahadin, made bakute as one of the 10 food declared. So the other ones are a lot of cakes, a lot of kuehs, dodo kukus tahiminya, which I really like also. Kueh lapis, who doesn't like a kueh lapis? And also drinks also. So there you go. It's still, again, the article said it's still to dispute that it might come from Singapore, but to be honest, I really doubt it. But these things, when they, because Klang, Singapore, Penang, they were all port city, so the recipe might have exchanged between the merchants and the people who were traveling between these ports. So I think that might have caused it to spread very rapidly. Now, Heritage Department has in the past inducted other famous local foods, including, of course, nasi lemak, laksa, chili crab, and Penang char kway teow is on the list. Those are really nationally known food here in Malaysia. You cannot come to Malaysia without having any of them, really, like nasi lemak, laksa, chili crab, Penang char kway teow, and of course golok mee from Sarawak. Hello to all the Sarawakian. We did not forget about you. My favorite noodle is absolutely the golok mee. This is an egg noodle tossed in soy sauce, and you put other spices in. And burasa in Johor. Now, this I have not filmed yet because it's not easy to find nowadays, but Ramadan is coming up. So Ramadan is coming up, and I hope to shoot all these fabulous Malay food for you. Now, burasa is it's like a rice cooked pulut, and it's with coconut, palm sugar. It's wrapped in banana leaf, and then you steam it until it becomes tender. And then nasi ambeng, I've filmed before. It really is a state dish, nasi ambeng, for the state of Selangor. The state of Selangor is the state that encompass the city of Kuala Lumpur. So when you're in Kuala Lumpur, you're basically encompassed by the state of Selangor, which is by far the most populous state in Malaysia. I think Selangor has about 6 million people, if I'm not mistaken. And nasi ambeng, it really is the state dish for Selangor. So there you go. What is your favorite food in Malaysia? Or what do you think? What other food do you think they should include in this list? I think it's I think this is a food channel. I cover food, so let me know if any other food you think you should they should include it in that heritage group. Hello, Deppy Point. Yes, you have not heard or seen. What do you say? You have not seen burasta? Well, it's not easy to find, to be honest, because um, you go to night market these days, and I also hardly see it. But you know what? Ramadan is coming up. I will try to find you burasa, which is actually a pulut, and then it's very simple to make, but you need kind of like the equipment to make it, and that is why. Um, it's time for yisang to become. Yeah, I agree with you. I love a good yisang. I just recently went to Melbourne, and I flew Singapore Airlines to Melbourne from Singapore. And long and behold, they have Yi Sang on the uh, dinner plate meal for us because it was an overnight flight. Yi Sang, yes, I think it should be on the heritage list because it is, I think, practically invented by Malaysian or at least Southeast Asian. It's something that even the Chinese people in China has not heard about. I have Chinese colleagues from China, and they've also never heard of such food before. Long and behold. And I think Yisang should be on there. The other thing that I think it should be on there is dim sum. But then the people of Hong Kong is like, well, like no, no, no. Dim sum is very Cantonese, very Hong Kong. Dim sum yum cha should not be in the list. But for me, I love a good dim sum. I love a good yum cha. And there's a lot of good ones in Ipoh and Kuala Lumpur that I've also introduced in the past. So I would say dim sum would be something that I would think about. So there you go. Food, national heritage food of Malaysia. Now I move on to my next topic, which is I want to talk about rooftop bars, the best rooftop bars in Kuala Lumpur, and then we'll move on to the best rooftop bars of Bangkok. Now, Kuala Lumpur and Bangkok really has strategically the best location for rooftop bars. Both the skylines of Bangkok and Kuala Lumpur are just perfect settings for a great rooftop bar. And I have covered in the past fabulous rooftop bars of Kuala Lumpur, of Bangkok, Singapore, Jakarta, and also New York City. But I want to go back to the rooftop bars of Kuala Lumpur because there's new one on the list. And the first one, this is by a website called the Rooftop Guide. And the first one they say is Sky 51. Now, I totally agree. Sky 51, it's on Equatorial Hotel. Now, Sky 51 is a bar, a restaurant, a rooftop bars. They have spectacular cocktail. You get an uninterrupted view of Kuala Lumpur all the way from the KL Tower to the Twin Tower of Petronas. Um, they have European cuisine. The cocktail there is really, really great. It's not open rooftop, so when it rains, you don't get splashed by the rain. So there is a roof, but then the view is just completely uninterrupted. So Equatorial Hotel, it's also a new hotel in Kuala Lumpur, and the rooftop bar is called Sky 51. So Sky 51 is the rooftop bar to go to. Now the next one they say is Marinas on 57. Now this is not new anymore. This is quite an old rooftop bar. It's not, again, it's closed up, so you're safe from the rain. It's actually more, for me, it's actually more of a restaurant. It's more of a restaurant, and I didn't really feature this rooftop bar because you are not allowed to film there, as I know, because I've tried. You're not allowed to film there. The best part of this rooftop bar is you're smacked in front of the Twin Tower. So the Twin Tower is like right in front of you. And this is the closest. I feel like of all the rooftop bar, this is one of the closest you can get to the Twin Tower. It's an Italian restaurant, but it's also fine dining. So it's like one section is very fine dining where you have to take like the whole 5 course meal. You can't really order a la carte. And then there's an Italian food bar where you can order a la carte. Hence the name Marini's, where you can order pizza and finger food and drinks, whereby the other ones is for reservation only. And also you have to order by 5 course meal, or I don't know, 8 course meal, and then you have to book it in advance. So there's two part to it. um you cannot take video inside this bar, so that's why I never successfully uh it's not one of my favorites, but if you like a fine dining cuisine, and you're willing to pay a lot, then Marini's for you. The next one is Cielo, Kuala Lumpur. I think this is new. I've never been up. This is on Celio Rooftop Dining, and this is on. It doesn't say. Does it say where it is? Do you know where it is? This is some. This is in Bukit Bintang for sure. And it seems like there. It doesn't say anything here. But Celio is the next one, and it looks pretty amazing. The view looks pretty amazing, and it really is a rooftop bar with open air. And I think it's like a restaurant, more like a bar. Celio. Vertical Horizon, Vertical and Horizon Grill at Banyan Tree. Now, this place I have featured. I went up there just when the pandemic was over. Vertigo and Horizon Grill at Banyan Tree. So Banyan Tree is right next to a huge shopping mall called Pavilion, and the views is just amazing. So they have a bar, and then there's a restaurant, and then there's an outdoor restaurant as well. So there's a restaurant down here, and then the bar is up there. So it's they also serve breakfast buffet at that restaurant, if I'm not mistaken, at Banyan Tree Hotel. The top floors is called Vertigo, which is the Vertigo, the bar, and then Horizon is at the Banyan Tree there. It is really, really beautiful. I've been up there. Food is great. Drinks are great. So the Attic Bar. This is third floor Chinatown. The Attic Bar is right on top of Chinatown, and this, if I'm not mistaken, this is in an old theater, if I'm not mistaken. It really is a very hidden bar, a hidden gem. And this bar is looking at the new Merdeka Tower. So the Merdeka Tower is now almost at its end, finishing its end. And this view here, the view here at the Attic Bar, you are absolutely looking at um, the Merdeka Tower. It's on top of the Travel Hub Guest House. This is a hostel. I have not been there. I know where this hostels is, and it's just on the third floor. So it's not somewhere high up. It's only on the third floor, but it is in Chinatown, and you are looking at the new Merdeka Tower. So this is Attic Bar. The other ones are Like Home KL, that I've never been. It's in the Star Suite KLCC. So the Star Suite KLCC, as I know, they have an infinity pool, and the infinity pool is looking at this view, as you've seen here. This is the Twin Tower view and also the KL Tower view. There's a lounge. It's called Star Sky Lounge 69, and the lounge serves food, of course. You're pretty close to the Twin Tower, this one too. So, Like Home KL is the place. Fuego at Troika Sky Dining. This is app. I mean, I tell you, if you want fine dining or spectacular view, Fuego is the one to go. This is in a department. This is called Troika Sky Dining. Why they call it Troika is it's actually a series of restaurant inside this high rise called Troika. So I think it's about like on the 20th floor or something like that. There are, as they say, there are six different restaurants and bar inside, and the best is Fuego, means fire in Spanish, I believe. So Fuego serves very great Latin food. They have ceviche, they have fabulous grill bar there. I kid you not, this restaurant is served one of the best food in Kuala Lumpur. I have been there, I featured it as well. Fuego, you have to make bookings, And in a beautiful sunset weather in Kuala Lumpur, which always happens in January and February, you get a fabulous view over Kuala Lumpur. It's one of the most romantic places as well to dine. So Fuego at Troika Sky Dining in Ampang Park. This is on the 23rd floor in a building called Troika. It's very exquisite, but very, very amazing view. The other one is Sky Bar Kuala Lumpur. This is at the third floor on what is the hotel name for this one again? I'm sorry. This is the KLCC Park itself. The pool is quite stunning. The pool is there's a long pool which hotel guests use, and it's looking over the Twin Tower. And this Traders Hotel. Sorry, there I have it. Traders Hotel next to KLCC. I it's like it's a club kind of music they play, very loud DJ club music that I play. I'm not really fond of the music, but if you're into that kind of music and there's a pool there, it's very glamorous there. It's just next to KLCC. Again, Mantau Rooftop Bar. Now, this rooftop bar, it's quite new. The Skyline, I've heard of it, but it's only open 3 nights a week. Sorry, I have been there. So when I covered the video Chowkit, I went to this rooftop bar, which is at Chowkit. It's only open 3 nights a week, which is of course on the weekends and Friday. It's very stylish. When I went there, I started shooting, and I saw a subscriber, a fan, and she came by to say hello. Then after that, when I finished shooting, it started pouring rain, and that's how lucky I was. This is Mantau Rooftop Bar. I've been there. It's really fabulous. Vogue Lounge, I have not been. This is in Bangsa South, 38th floor of the building. Swimming Club in KL Journal. This is quite an old one. It's on Bukit Bintang, and it has kind of like an infinity pool on it. It's on 11th floor of the boutique hotel KL Journal. So there, Mantra is also one of my favorite. Mantra is in Bangsar. And the menu is also there, exclusive. The other one, Canopy. I've now been to Canopy. Deep Blue at the Face Suite. Now the Face Suite is has really gone viral recently. I mean, not recently. It's after the pandemic. People want to swim there with the infinity pool, looking at the KL skyline. And finally, I think they put a rooftop bar there. This is on the 51st floor of the Face Suite, which everybody wants to be living in when they're in KL. So there you go. Those are some of the rooftop bars in Kuala Lumpur. It really is one of the best city for rooftop bar because the weather is great, and yeah. So let's look at some of the best rooftop bars in Bangkok. Bangkok is, of course, has one of the most spectacular skyline in Asia. Some of the rooftop I've covered the rooftop bar, and this is a bar rooftop. Look at this; it's absolutely stunning. It's in Bangkok's Marriott Marquis Queen's Park. I have not been, but this looks super exquisite, though, doesn't it? It's in Klong Toy area, and it's filled with all these cushioned seats, and has a garden set up. Hmm. Interesting. Above 11 is the next one. It's above 11. This is a bar in Nana district. Look at that, stunning. This is Alfresco, a Chivas bar. I've heard of this one. This is in the 64th floor of Libua. Now, Libua is a high rise building here in Bangkok. It actually has many bars inside, and this one, Alfresco 64. This is Bar Yard and Lang Swan. It's on the 40th floor of this hotel called Kim Tom Malai, I think, and you're overlooking Saturn. Look at that. Let's go back here. And Belga. Wow, look at this stunning view. Belga is at Sofitel in Bangkok, Sukhumvit Bay area. So you're staring right at all the incredible skyline of Sukhumvit, which I think is really is the central commercial part of Bangkok. And then we have Brewski in Radisson Blue Plaza in Bangkok. This is currently the highest beer bar in Bangkok, it says. Amazing, stunning. And CRU Champagne Bar. This one I have been with a friend. This is at Centara Grand at Central World. It's a very swanky bar, to be honest. It's up on top of the most iconic shopping mall in Bangkok, the Centara Grand at Central World. And it's CRU. It offers the mind-blowing views of Bangkok horizon alongside with drinks. It's absolutely amazing. And this is Cooling Tower Rooftop Bar. Cooling Tower Rooftop Bar is on the Carlton Hotel, also at Bangkok Sukhumvit. When you build a hotel, the next thing you have to have is really a rooftop bar. This I have not been. This is in Sukhumvit area. Flûte et Pierre Jute Bar. Sorry if I murdered my French. This is on the 64th floor of State Tower building. This is currently the highest champagne bar in the world. So the theme of it is the butterfly theme. I don't think butterfly flies that high, but garden, butterfly, you get the idea. This is Loft at the exquisite Waldorf Astoria in Bangkok. So stunning, all these rooftop bar. So there you go. Some of these fabulous rooftop bar in Bangkok. Which reminds me, I have to do another video of rooftop bars in Bangkok because they are just so stunning. The only thing is it's difficult to shoot in rooftop bar because they are blasting all those music, and I don't want to get strike out for music rights. But there you go. Hopefully, I do some research, and we'll get to go to all these fabulous rooftop bars in Bangkok. Okay, so let's move on to another interesting topic. This one is that Taylor Swift is coming to Singapore. I think she's gonna have like six concert in Singapore. It's really insane. Hello, hello. I don't read Japanese, but hello from Japan. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa to you. This is a article by the Mothership here in Singapore, and Taylor Swift. When I was in Melbourne, Taylor Swift was there, and believe me, I have never seen such a big hoo ha of an artist coming to do her or his concert in the city. The city of Melbourne is full of fans of Taylor Swift, which they call Swifties. So she was in Melbourne, and then she had a rest for 4 days, and on she goes to Sydney. And I think after Sydney, it's Singapore that she's coming to do six concerts in Singapore. And one thing Taylor Swift is known for is the friendship bracelet. So this is a bracelet that her fans would wear, and they would exchange it. They make their own friendship bracelet. I don't know. I am not a Taylor Swift fan. So it's just less than 1 week for her tour, the Eras tour, and all the Swifties, which is the fan of the Taylor Swift, are flocking to local craft shop. Why? Because they are stocking up on beads to make friendship bracelets. So this is what it looks like, friendship bracelets. It's full of positive notes. love, peace, clean, all this kind of positivity works for the bracelets. So it is a key featured of the tour, from the first few shows that she had, and this has spawned. And what is said? Because there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid, okay? So this is from a lyrics from a song of Taylor Swift called "You Are on Your Own, Kid," and that's why the friendship beat started, and it's really good business for the people of Singapore, because the people who sell these friendship beads are earning a lot of money, which is like very very good for the business, for the arts and craft business. And you can find them in a lot of places. I think People's Park Center in Singapore would be the place to go to find these beads. So if you are a Taylor Swift fan, go and get these beats before they sell out. She's a phenomenon. What can I say? I don't know her music very well, but she is a phenomenon. People do get very very creative from doing all these beats, all these friendship beats that she's doing. So there is a company called Koi Ming Enterprise, and they've been around for 30 years. It's been run by Calvin and his brother, and they're taking over from the father, and they are so happy that Taylor Swift is in town. They are really stocking up on these beats. Look at all these beats that they're stocking out to welcome Taylor Swift and his fans. It costs around 10 to 30 Singapore dollar. Uh, that's the cost that some of the people have. One of the fans, so Jocelyn, says that she's been hectic and working nonstop in the shop, and has gotten hectic, and the parents are helping her to serve all these Swifties that's coming into the shop. So she has advised not to spend more than $30 for these beads. So look at that. People are busy buying them. But the beats really is a sign of the power of friendship. I guess people do make friends from going to Taylor Swift concert, and then they would exchange all these beats, all these friendship beats. And so she's coming to Singapore. That is fantastic for Singapore. I heard that the Singapore organizer honed down to the details of the contract, which means that she's not allowed to perform anywhere else in Southeast Asia but Singapore. Yeah, I mean, hello, I would give her anything to perform in my city, because she really is a powerhouse of economy herself. I was in Melbourne, as I said, I was in Melbourne when she was in Melbourne, and the streets are just buzzing with activities. There was a flurry of people coming to Melbourne Airport, and they come here, they stay in a hotel, and then they shop. She really, revitalized an entire city. I kid you not. She did three concerts in Melbourne at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. And the Melbourne Cricket Ground is the venue for the 1956 Olympic. And she was there, and she was like, I heard she was phenomenal. I heard she sang 44 songs in 3 hours. And she will be coming to Southeast Asia, and Singapore will be her only stop in Southeast Asia. So I hope you enjoy the Taylor Swift concerts, and go and buy those friendship beads. That's what I have to say. So there you go. Incredible story from Taylor Swift. Now I want to move on to my last section, which is the UNESCO Heritage Site of Malaysia. Now, I think over the past years, I have visited practically every single national heritage site in Malaysia. Yes, I have, but I will go through this list and then I will confirm right here if I visited all the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, for those of you who still don't know what is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it is UNESCO. It is an organization in the United Nations. It's called United Nations Education, Science, Cultural Organization, and they put up a list of one of the most important sites to humankind that deems important in heritage. And for instance, the Eiffel Tower is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Statue of Liberty, Sydney Opera House, on and on. So this session, I will bring you to the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Malaysia. First up is Kinabalu Park in Sabah. So Sabah is a state in East Malaysia. Mount Kinabalu is the highest peak in Southeast Asia. I think it's about 4,100 meter. So it's amazing, amazing mountain. I've seen it right in front of me when I was up there in a town called Kundasang. I stayed overnight. I remember I stayed there for 3 days, and the first 2 days it was all fogged up. I couldn't even see anything. And then, long and behold, the morning I was supposed to check out, I saw the mountains because the fog has cleared. So Kinabalu Park, it's one of the most fantastic park. It's just so beautiful. The state of Sabah is home to four of I think eight UNESCO World Heritage Site in Malaysia. It's such an incredible state. The park itself, 754 square kilometers, and it's the highest peak, really, in Southeast Asia here. So here we are. The second one is Gunung Mulu National Park. Gunung Mulu is in Sarawak, and this what you're seeing right now. They are called the Pinnacle Spike of Mulu National Park. It was a UNESCO. It was given UNESCO status in 2000, and it's really stunning. There are sinkhole, there are streams, there are caves. Of course, the Mulu caves, absolutely spectacular. One of the most incredible cave system in the world, really. The third one is Malacca and Georgetown. So we're saying this together because Malacca and Georgetown kind of have the same history. They were the Straits settlement given to the British by the Malay Sultan, and they were port city belonging to the British Empire. And the British Empire then bring in immigrants from China and India, and they traded and they brought labor in to cultivate the land. So Penang, Georgetown, and Malacca had a very unique heritage that is found nowhere else on Earth, with the European influence mixing with the local and mixing with the immigrants coming from both India and China that traded at the time. It was given UNESCO World Heritage Site status in 2008. The coastal state of Malacca and Georgetown is really a hot spot for trade, and it has such a rich history because the Strait of Malacca, the shortest route between India and China, and since ancient time, even before the European came, before the ancient time, the superpower India and China used to trade using that route. This is the busiest trade route in the world, 500 years of history that made Malacca and Penang such an incredible place to visit. If you have not been to Penang and Malacca, well, what are you waiting for? Please go. The next up is Lengong Valley, and this I have been. Lengong Valley, they discovered an ancient site, Paleolithic site. It was given heritage, UNESCO heritage in 2012. It is home to Southeast Asia oldest, most complete human skeleton. It's called Perak Man because Lengong is in the state of Perak. It is. I've seen Perak Man. He has his own. The Malaysian government has given him a identity card as well, and I think the identity card is like 0001 is his number. It's hilarious. The oldest human skeleton outside of Africa. It's incredible. It was just discovered, and they are now building, I mean, refurbishing the archaeological museum. When I was there, they were refurbishing the museum. It really is stunning. They're still finding a lot of ancient sites, Paleolithic site here in Lengong because of the geographical area. It has many caves, so that cave people can hide there, and it's just full of there's rivers, there's stream, there's waterfall, easy for them to get food. So that's why I think these ancient ancestors are of ours settled there. So there you go. So I now can confirm that I have been to all these UNESCO World Heritage sites in Malaysia. Go and visit them. They are all of them are accessible. I'm just going to talk about a few ones here, but there's still much more. Few more that I haven't talked that this article hasn't covered. There you go. The rich heritage of Malaysia at these Malaysian UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So, what do you think? Is there any heritage site that you guys, will go and visit? There you go. So, yeah, leave your comment and see what else I can cover for you, or if there's any questions you would like me to answer for you. So those were the UNESCO heritage sites for Malaysia. Now let's go to Thailand, and Thailand's 7 UNESCO World Heritage sites. Um, the first one is Ayutthaya. Now, this is a very famous site just outside of Bangkok. People do day trips there. Before Bangkok, of course, it was Ayutthaya, who was the ancient capital of Thailand. It is capital of Thailand for the kingdom of Ayutthaya from 1350 to 1767. This city was a powerhouse here in central Thailand. It became the second capital of Siam, which was the old name of Thailand, after Sukhothai. So there was a a city which was also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then there was Ayutthaya, and now the modern city of Bangkok, Krung Thep. The city of Ayutthaya was looted by the Burmese invaders. There was a lot of wars between Thailand and Burma. They looted it, and now it's a historical park. Next is Ban Chiang Archaeological Site. This one is in Udon Thani province, northeast of Thailand. Ban Chiang is home to the most remarkable archaeological site in Asia. The UNESCO website described it as the most important prehistoric settlement so far discovered in Southeast Asia. They're still, finding a lot of ancient potteries. Look at these ancient potteries from Udon Thani. Next up is the Dong Pa Yayen Khao Yai Forest Complex. This is a vast site. It spans six provinces in northeast Thailand: Buriram, Nakhon Nayok, Nakhon Ratchasima, and Prachin Buri Sa, and Saikau and Saraburi. And within the site are a number of protected areas and parks, including the Khao Yai National Park. It is a national park, much like the Taman Negara of Malaysia. Look at this. This is really stunning. Gosh, I hope I get a chance to go there. Next up is also a forest complex. This is called Kreng Krachan. It's near Hua Hin. This is the largest national park in Thailand. It is protected corner of Prachapuri province, including the Kreng Krachan Forest Complex. I'm sure it hosts. It says it hosts a number of endemic and globally endangered plants and wildlife species. Has been reported in the property. It overlaps with two important bird area and is noted for its rich diversity of bird life, including eight globally endangered fauna species. Look at this beautiful. This is a black napped monarch. It's absolutely stunning. So there you go. The other one is Sitep Ancient Town. Sitep, Phetchabun province. This is the ancient town, and it has a very strong Hindu uh, influence by the looks of it. It's 7th to 11th century. It is established by the Mon ethnic group. It's amazing. So again, as I said, Sukhothai, this is the first capital of Siam, started to rose to prominence in the 13th century. And this is the place where the Thai language emerged. Thai culture, Thai language, the religion of Thailand, the different branches of Buddhism that they have here, all stems from the Sukhothai area. Beautiful. And then Tung Yai Hua Ka King Wildlife Sanctuary. This one is located just northwest of Bangkok. What did you know? This is the largest conservation area in mainland Southeast Asia, one of Thailand's least accessible and least disturbed forest area. Look at that. So there you go. That's the heritage site, seven heritage site of Thailand. Who knows that some of these places are just outside of Thailand, and they all really, really look stunning. So there you go. I'm just gonna quickly finish up my session here, and there you go. I will be uploading. The next one is a. I'm just gonna show you what my next plans are in terms of what I'm gonna upload next. So next up is an interview that I'm doing with Tim Newton. So that's up next Wednesday, and then I have a video up for with my friend Chris trying Thai snack, and that's coming up in next Wednesday. So those two are ready to go, and I am also will be. Oops. And I also will be uploading new video every Wednesday and have a live stream to talk to you and interact with you on a monthly basis. The next one should be pretty soon. In a second week of March, I think I'll be able to do the next live session to you and talk to you about something about travels and all that. Speaking about travel, I have one more thing to share with you, which is about airport travel. What is this? Okay. So many of us traveling, getting through airport security, we want it to be as smooth as possible. So how to cut the line? Not every lines are the same. Not every checkpoints are the same. So some of the things you can do to get yourself through travel through airport smoothly is, of course, pack appropriately. Now, this rule changes from month to month, airport to airport as well. But, well, avoid packing things that you're not supposed to bring on a carry-on luggage. Um, avoid flying at peak hour. This one I totally agree. You're flying on a long weekend. Public holiday is really to be avoided. Many airport gets super super busy. The best flight is the first flight early in the morning because the traffic jam hasn't started yet at the time. Use downtime to your advantage. Yeah, you don't want to do things like removing jewelry, watches, belts. You know, there are so many ways that you can avoid that, and so you want to go through the scanning machine effortlessly. So don't do that. Don't wear all those jewelries going through security. Ship your bags to the destination. There are numerous services where you can pay to have your bags collected from home and delivered to your destination. This is a no. Oh, I guess this is something new to me. Um, yeah, if you can find options where you can transport your bag, that would be great. But like for myself, I practically never check in my luggage, almost never. So those are the points that you can make to make your travel to hotel to your through to get through airport security better. I really think you should always be aware of all these hacks, because if everybody do their part, the lines will be faster and shorter. And talking about lines like the Bangkok immigration, you could be stuck there for hours. So if everybody do their part and know what to do and be a smart traveler, then everyone will have a smooth journey. So there you go. That's kind of my take on some of the travel. I'm sure you can see all of that in a lot of those blogs out there that talks about how to travel smart and safely. So there you go. That's my session this time live. I hope you have enjoyed me telling you all these fabulous destinations. The rooftop bars of Kuala Lumpur, the rooftop bars of Bangkok, UNESCO World Heritage Site in both Malaysia and Singapore, and give you a little bit of update of what I'm doing here and now. So the next live streaming session, I hope it will be somewhere second week, second Sunday of March. That's what I hope for because I'm planning to go to Kuala Lumpur to cover the Ramadan festival. I think it will be like, if I'm not mistaken, I'll be in Kuala Lumpur 8 and 9 of March that weekend. So I could do another live streaming session pretty soon for you all, because I wanted to cover the Ramadan food. The last year, Ramadan, I was in Singapore covering Kampung Glam's Ramadan festival. And that was really an eye opening. But the ones in Malaysia are huge, huge. And hopefully, I get to finally taste all these amazing Malay kueh, all these amazing Malay food once Ramadan session has started. So there you go, boys and girls, aunties and uncles. That is my live stream, my favorite live stream here again here in Bangkok. And I hope to see you in my next live stream. Remember, new videos every Wednesday I bring to you. Goodbye from Bangkok, and I will see you in my next live stream. And I hope you travel safe, you travel more, stay curious, stay hungry, and may you prosper in 2024. I know the Chinese New Year ended yesterday, so next up is the Ramadan, and hopefully I'll show you more videos of Bangkok. I'll show you the videos that I'm going to edit for Melbourne, everything I ate in Melbourne, everywhere I go in Melbourne. I hope to edit that video next up. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye. I'll see you in my next video or my next live stream. Bye.